Hello, hello. I'm testing out a few things tonight. Oh gosh. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, sorry. Little warm up, little warm up. Okay, I have my workout headset, so I'm trying to think tonight. So, John, if you can hear me, let me know. Like if it sounds different on my mic or not. If it sounds the same, let me know too. No, I know I'm live, but I have no filter. I have no proper ways of doing this. I'm just like, meh, it is what it is. All right. Well, welcome, welcome. Hold on. I was just listening to some soca before this, so all right. Welcome, guys. My name my name is Tony. I had such a rush day. I was doing my hair. It's still not it's finished, but not finished, you know. If you know me, I love a little red, so that's what took up time. Then I had to take care of my mom. It's yada yada yada. Yeah, okay. All right, John. Please do. Um yeah, me and intros is so hard, but you guys welcome. If you know me, I am Tony. I am the owner and creator of 10 Fit. I love health and wellness and a little bit of mess. Um, but that's what we're here to do today. We're going to be talking about Married at First Sight Australia. Oh my God. Can I tell you, like, this is like the best show, like, ever. Like, ever. So I'm going to talk about the dinner party and the what is that thing called? Dinner party and the ceremony. One second. Sending out one more message. Okay. So, uh if you haven't seen the last dinner party, which would be episode, I believe 7, it's either 16 and 17 or 17 and 18. So that would be dinner party and then the ceremony. With the dinner party, we found out some stuff. And the things we found out is that Mr. Oh God, his name. The one that's Bryce. How can I forget Bryce's name? Bryce and Melissa, once again, is into one set of bacchanal with everybody in the group. Always a bacchanal when it comes to Bryce. Always. So when I say bacchanal, I mean he's always into some sort of problem or like an issue, with everybody. Yeah, Bryce. So apparently, and I don't know if they saw the American one because it gave me American MAFS vibes because apparently Bryce told miserable what's her name there, Rebecca, when they were in the gym that he has a girl on the outside of this experiment. Which technically this is fine, sort of, in the sense that they're not married like MAFS USA. MAFS USA, they're married. Like that's legal, right? The Australian one, that's not legal. So I mean, you could give Bryce a little bly for that, but at the same time, that's still dirty. Like, and then you don't even be you believe, yeah, I believe her too. I completely believe Rebecca because where would she get it from? Let's start there. Where would she get that Bryce has a girl on the outside? But let me give you guys some tea. I don't know if you guys read this or if Tracy, you sent it to me, but I did read in an article that he does have one on the outside. Like he literally did. Um so it's legit. And he was sitting there in the commitment ceremony lying straight to everybody's face. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Dude, just be honest and upfront. This is why he's always into some sort of bacchanal with people. This is exactly why he's into some sort of bacchanal, because he's not straight up. And he's so ugly. Like, what does Melissa see in him? He's so ugly. She's so insecure, honestly. She is so insecure. Like, she needs solo therapy on her own, and she definitely need some help, because she's basically given him ammunition to manipulate her further on, even though he has a girlfriend on the outside. So really and technically, they're not going to go further than what this is. And if it does, then that just means Bryce is going to be cheating on both girls, right? So, I don't know. I haven't had dinner today, so literally I'm drinking tea, and tea is my dinner because I'm going to bed right after this. Or actually, I'm lying. I'm going to check Nikki's own after and then go to bed. Anyways, so back to the dinner party. So everybody was really talking about this situation. Really, there's nothing else to talk about there, because that was the main issue, and everybody thought Rebecca was lying, except for the one that Rebecca is with. I forgot his name. Sorry, guys. My mind is all over the place, literally, because today was a crazy day. Crazy day. So the one that Rebecca's with, I can't remember his name. He stood up for her, which is good. And I feel like that's bringing them a little closer, because at the commitment ceremony, his hand was on her and stuff. And I was just like, oh, that's a little cute. Like, that's real cute right there. But she's miserable. So I don't know why I don't know. Like, he's weird too. Him and Melissa, weird. Weird, 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 weird. It is sad to watch her. It is sad to watch Melissa. But you know what though? Sometimes you kind of do it to your, I guess maybe if she's not aware that she's like this, then yes. That's why I say she needs therapy. But if she gets the therapy, or if the therapist is, explaining to her, and then she's still unaware, then you get what you get. I mean, somebody can only tell you how much times, right? Jake. So you guys know that there is 3 new couples, right? I love 2 out of the 3 new couples. One really grew on me, the Barbie and the bisexual one. Now let's get into the bisexual one. Child, there's no notes, there's no nothing. Like, literally, like, this is like rushed today. And I didn't want to put it off till tomorrow because I decided to talk about it. So the one there, the new one, what's his name? Liam? One of them is named Liam, but I don't know if it's the one that's with Barbie. I call the one that's in pink, and she has money, and her mom is like one of the 100 tech person in the world, top 10, 100 top people in the world for tech. And then she has her own business too. So, she is of some degree, right? Would you guys, I have a question. Coming into the experiment, if you are not bisexual, gay, lesbian, transgender, or anything from the LGBTQ plus community, should they be set up with somebody who's not, or who's not open to that? Now, Georgia and Liam. Oh, so I got Liam's name right. Okay. But Georgia, 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 Georgia. um, how would you feel? I mean, at first I thought Georgia was like, because she was like, yeah, no, 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 it was okay. But her expressions was giving me she wasn't about that. But now that I saw her at the commitment ceremony, yes, it's a world of hurt waiting. That's what I was saying. But then when I saw them at the commitment ceremony, I don't know. I think they're gonna hit it off. I think they're gonna hit it off. I don't know. They seem I don't know if it's just because they're in the honeymoon phase or what have you, but they were really cute. Like, I'm rooting for them actually. Because at first, even I was like, I'll be mad. Like, let me know prior or let me tell you if I'm open to this, right? Because if I'm not open to this and then you put me into a situation, what am I going to do? Tracy said I would not be okay, but maybe she wrote on her questionnaire that she doesn't care. True, but then her reaction when he told her was like what? Who? And then she tried to play it off, and I was like, no, girl, I caught that. I caught that. I caught that. But I don't know, like, like I said, I'm rooting for them. I hope they do you guys like my Toronto Maple Leafs shirt? Rep Toronto, gang, 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 gang. But yeah, I'm rooting for Georgia and Liam. Who broke my heart going forward? Oh, I can't even talk. I'm so sad. Like, it breaks my heart. And I can't even remember their Roswell name. What is wrong with my brain today? Because I didn't eat nothing, rushed the day. My favorite one, Alana and the next boy there. Did you guys see at the commitment ceremony? He's not attracted to her like that. She has a higher sex drive and he doesn't. And then he just looked like he doesn't want to be with her. So he was like, stay for now. What? Stay for now, child. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Liam and Georgia stayed, thank God, but they're in their honeymoon phase, I feel. But my favorite, Alana and the next boy there, they might not make it because next week, the next episode, it's out already, but I haven't watched it. They look like they're gonna be in problem. So whoever, I think one of you guys had said that they won't be together. I was hoping they would, but I don't think they will be. Um, who left, which made sense? Mr. Rich Man there, Jake. I think that's his name. James. No, James. Mr. Rich. James. I have a question because most of us, if not all of us in this room right now, is in North America. We're either in the USA or Canada. And we're pretty much the same tomato, right? They said a word on the couch that James said this at the dinner party. Oh God, the word was just in my head. Oh my God, the word was just in my head. Oh, plus he wants kids. So for bisexual man, it's easier. Oh wait, what did he say? But you have to remember he never dated men. He only had sex with men. He dated and had 45 women versus 5 men. So on the scale, he is mostly into women. Oh, that's interesting, John. Very interesting. That is very interesting. How did he said those statistics? Those statistics? I know I caught him saying something about 50. I didn't see the breakdown of that. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. You know what? I'm rooting for them. I feel like they'll be okay since it seems now by statistics he would be more into females. Oh, the honesty question. Child, I'll be sleeping through some of the whole line. No, let me stop saying that. Okay, so I was talking about frigid. Please, please, guys, this is one thing I really wanted to talk about. If I talk about nothing else this evening, frigid. What are your thoughts on frigid? What does it mean to you? Because I know if somebody told me I'm frigid, that means I feel like I'm uptight, like I'm just frigid. To you guys, what is frigid? I would love to know. I would really, really love to know. While you guys, because this takes a delay, I'm gonna pour some more of my tea. See? my tea and my dinner. Yes, I'm one of those people. Like, if I don't have dinner by a certain time, I can literally drink tea and go to my bed. You had to Google it. Yeah, I think for them in Australia and like UK, I think it's something deeper because that sex therapist, Alexandra, whoa, she went in. Like she went in. And I'm like, misogynistic? What? Frigid? Is it that deep? Am I missing something? JC Beer says, "My God, I can see it Normally, it refers to someone being cold in bed or really not into sex." Yeah. So how is that offense? Like, how is that like misogynistic and all of that? I was missing something because frigid here does not mean the same. Yeah, it doesn't mean the same thing. Drop the link. Oh, ooh! Do I have somebody that wants to talk with me? Child, I'll do this shit again, boy. Hold on, give me a minute. I had it last week. Oh, I'm so slow. All right. Here we go. All right. So if anyone wants to come in, you guys are more than welcome to come into the room and have a chit chat with me about this frigid or anything else you want to talk about. Because God knows, frigid. Yeah, didn't I paste it? Oh, there is. There's John. Is my volume up? Here we go. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you know what?
Hello. I'm on. You're
I
on.
because I don't have.
Tracy, where are you, Tracy? That's a really an old world term. Like I heard it when I was younger when they were referring.
Yeah.
And you okay, I see where she's saying it's misogynistic because it was usually said about women.
Okay.
So it was always a derogatory term meant towards women that they were cold in bed or they weren't sexual or they never really enjoyed sex when it came to the bedroom.
Okay.
So, but it's an old term. Like I heard it growing up, like I'm talking about long before you were born, okay? And long before Tracy was born. So, I mean, so I understand why the psychologist said that, but I understand why the older guy used that term because for him, if you think about it, this couple has been there from the beginning.
Hmm.
They're about 35 days in, right?
Yeah.
They're there with each other every day. That's like 35 dates. In
Hmm.
the real world, if you translate it to 2 dates a week,
Yeah.
that's 17 weeks. So you've been going out 4.5, 5 months,
Hmm.
and you still haven't gotten anywhere near physical with the person, except for, snuggling.
But he said that to he called Belinda that. Was it Belinda? Yeah, Belinda. But
Yeah.
Belinda was with Patrick.
Yes, they haven't done it yet.
Oh, they did. I didn't even catch that. I thought they did.
No, I thought they haven't yet. Because
Oh,
remember, this is her first time actually being in a relationship. So I don't know whether she's never enjoyed even a one night stand or anything like that.
okay. Okay.
And they seem to be relating to each other on every other level
Hmm.
except for the sexual intimacy part.
Okay. Okay. Oh
So
my God.
do
Okay.
do I think he had any right to turn around and say, you know, maybe she's frigid, maybe she's a virgin? No, because you know what? It's not your relationship. You're not involved with her.
It's
So
so weird to me though because I don't know because I really wouldn't take it that deep. like, especially how the therapist took it. Like, she said every kind of thing to him, and I'm like, what? But now that you're giving me the history behind it, like, I get it. I
Yeah.
understand it a little bit more now.
But it's a real old term
Mm-hmm.
that, that means basically cold or not into being
Mm-hmm.
sexual with somebody when it
Okay.
came to the bedroom fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because they really don't know, like other couples really don't know the other couple's backgrounds.
Yeah.
I mean, when they first both got together, I thought, oh my God, there's such two little doofuses, and they finally found each other, right?
That's what I thought. Yes.
Yeah, two cute little doofuses, and they finally found each other, and they're finally making some inroads. But yeah, do I think he should have said it? No. That was uncalled for because you're commenting on somebody else's relationship or somebody else where you don't know their background,
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
know where they're coming from.
You're right. That is right. That's a very, very, very good point. Tracy was saying we can call her a prude.
Yeah,
Yeah, but see, now calling her a prude, but like you said, you don't know their relationship like that.
exactly. And I don't know if they've shared any, like maybe amongst the women, maybe the women shared more
Yeah.
amongst their background as opposed to the guys,
Hmm.
like where they're coming from. But yeah, frigid. Yeah, I've heard that used long, like it's not really used commonly now, at least not here. But when I was younger, yeah, I've heard it. Like if she wasn't into any type of sexual intimacy, or even if you did do it, it was more
Oh, I think I've
she's
got
doing
that.
it for you.
Oh no, I'm never a frigid. What am I saying? I was gonna say I've heard it before, but I'm actually no, I have from a
Uh oh.
douchebag that said that.
Oh, did you do access denied to him?
Huh?
Did you access deny him? Like
No, what
access
happened? No,
denied?
it was something else he wanted, and I'm like, I ain't doing that. But the funny thing, I still talk to him, sort of, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
And he called you frigid? He called you frigid for that?
Yeah, because he wants to do things like anal and all of that. Oh wait, can I say this on YouTube?
Yeah, you're not monetized yet.
Okay, good.
And you're using the correct term.
Okay, good. So yeah, he wanted to do all of that, and I'm like,
See,
I'm very open. I don't care about a lot of stuff. There's only two things I will never ever do and will never ever accept. Anything else, fair game. I forgot about that one that he asked me to do, and I was like, shit. But the
okay,
other
now remember, you haven't eaten, so be careful what you say next.
huh?
You haven't eaten, so be careful what you say next.
Oh, it's okay. Oh my god, I don't know if you will remember this, but back in the days, I think it was early 2000 when internet was like popping off. There was this thing. Sorry for whoever watches this later, whoever's in the chat. I am so sorry. Do not eat anything. I'm really warning you right now because I'm gonna put you on. If you haven't remembered this, good. Don't remember. Remember two girls and it was basically they were dumping into each other's mouth like a number two.
Oh.
You don't remember? That
Oh,
went viral.
yeah, the whole scat thing. No, I'm not a scat person. Okay.
Oh no, so that went viral. That
Oh
was
God,
so
yeah.
big when I was in university. That was so viral because everyone was like, "Oh, that's disgusting. Who does that?" Two
Yeah,
girls
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. No,
the
no, no.
title was like two girls and I forgot what the other thing and something.
Oh, Tracy says two girls, one cup. Yeah, no, no, no,
Yes,
no,
yes.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my god, you're
no, no,
right.
no, 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 no. Thank God I finished eating a half hour before you're live.
Oh my god, I really got a flashback from that because I don't know what possessed me to go and actually watch that foolishness.
Oh God, yeah. Now, yeah, I think he was out of line. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: when you're a couple, and ladies in the chat as well as yourself, and your husband and you are discussing stuff, when you get into an argument or a disagreement, are you going to bring up what you guys may have discussed thinking it was private to a public group?
Wait, say it again.
Okay. let's say y'all are in a relationship with someone,
Mm-hmm,
and you guys discuss, what couples discuss when they're talking about other couples or someone they've seen or someone at a party or so forth,
hmm.
and you're saying something and it's maybe negative, and then you have an argument or a disagreement. Are you going to bring up what each other said to the larger group?
Um, it depends because sometimes. So I have a girl group outside of this. We talk about everything. So sometimes I would. It depends. I know he does because he'll be like, oh, but he doesn't have groups of friends. He has like solo kind of friends. Like whereas I have groups, like a set of friends here and a set of friends here and a set of friends, even though it's individual. But he
Yeah.
has just solo. He tells everybody our business, like all
Oh,
the time, arguments, anything, like all the time. Because he would be like, oh, well, my friend said da 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 on the, and I'm like, why would you tell them that?
but what I'm talking about is, would you tell your girl group if your guy said something about one of the girls that was negative?
But when no,
See, that's what she did when she brought
mm.
it up. She said, "By the way, he thinks you're frigid." So
Ah,
they're toast. I mean, like, when you break that type of couple's privacy
mm-hmm,
and you start to reveal what each other are saying about people in the outer group,
mm-hmm.
that's.
So that's showing that Patrick is talking.
Well, that's the thing. It was the first time I seen Patrick's balls drop. Okay,
But
and it's like I was
he,
so proud of him. His
but he
balls
does
drop.
do a lot of like he likes to stir the pot. I've noticed that he's a pot stirrer through this whole series. He's a pot stirrer.
Well, I think this is the first time he's actually had guy friends,
I could see
like a
that.
gr- like a group of guys that he could hang out with, who
Yeah.
would be the equivalent of the cool kids.
You know what? I can see that because who I remember when the first dinner party and he went to Sam, the boy Sam,
Yeah,
and he was telling him what was going on. I could see because Sam seemed like the cool guy, right? So now he gets to be like, oh, let me just tell him what's going on behind his back and blah 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 blah. So I see what you're saying about the whole cool guy thing. He probably never
yeah.
was part of the cool clique.
No, so for him, he's with the cool guys now. And at the dinner party, you notice how one of the cool guys was feeling a little left out. The hipster dude felt a little left out, so he kind of
Right.
smudged himself in.
It was like they were getting, yeah, like I'm wondering, like, what's going on with these guys? Like,
What surprised me was when, the previous number one hot guy kissed the other guy on the cheek.
oh, when Patrick,
Yeah. Well, Patrick didn't do the kissing. The hot guy kissed him on the cheek.
yeah, okay, so I had seen, I haven't seen the last episode, right? So after the commitment ceremony, I haven't watched that episode yet. So I don't know if it's shown as of yet.
You haven't watched
But
episode 15 and
so
16?
yeah, 16 and 17 I watched.
Oh, I haven't watched 17. I just watched up to 16 where they're at the dinner party and the new couples come in.
Oh shit, so I told you about, oops, I'm sorry about the commitment ceremony. I kind
Oh,
of,
no problem. No problem. I still watch it just for the accents, people. Just for the accents.
oh, okay. Yeah, their romance was nice, but
But
I,
the
I
but the but
hmm?
the wives don't seem comfortable with it.
Yeah, and I'm like, why do they like? Because I know they live in the same one building, right? So they outside of this, they see each other frequently. So did they? Is something going on that we just haven't seen yet? Because apparently, like I know, like the previous seasons, there's a lot of stuff that happened like in their lives, and that's not on the show. So I'm wondering if something like that is going on and they're just not showing it yet, or it just hasn't been taped. Because why would they feel like that? Like as a girl, I'd be like, oh, that's cute. They finally have friends, like guy friends, like they could leave me alone now, type of thing.
Yeah, like when you go out, at least they're not hanging on and following you around all over the place.
Yeah.
Like they can actually sit, have a beer, and then you and the girls can go and do what you want to do, whether it's dancing or checking out whatever's the venue or so forth.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy. I don't understand that. It's almost like they were like, why do you have, why are you that close with them? But if you notice, okay, I'm just going to say it. Men can be just as catty or worse than women. Okay. I'm just saying it. Okay. I'm just saying it.
This show has shown me that yes, because if you look at it, you could put it on equal playing fields. The Real Housewives with the throwing and the this and the that with the glasses. That's exactly what these men are doing on MAFS Australia. Like if you really look at it's the same thing. And it's only the men that's doing this, right?
Yeah, because all the women seem to get along well.
Yeah.
And all the women seem to be able, I mean, yeah, there's some that don't really like the other, but one of them has left. No, both of them have left. Oh, yeah, they've both left. They both left in the last one. Mm-hmm. But for the majority, this group of women seem to all have each other's backs.
Yeah, which is nice. Well, I don't know about with Melissa though, because with Rebecca and Melissa.
Yeah, that just started though. But prior to this, all the women seemed to have each other's backs. Like they weren't nasty about each other to each other.
Yeah.
Which
I actually appreciate that.
But the guys seem to be doing the whole testosterone who has the bigger penis, and they start with the little clique that's there. But when the hipster dude felt left out because he wasn't physically with them, he went over and climbed on the bisexual's lap.
Wait a minute, Liam wasn't in that mix, was he?
Yeah, they welcomed him in to the three guy bromance is now a 4-guy bromance.
Oh, I thought it was just Patrick and Jake. I thought it was just Patrick and Jake, and then Brett came over. But Liam was sitting there too.
Yep, and then I think Brett, the hipster dude, felt like he was, outside, and then he comes along and he literally sat on Liam's lap to get in on the bromance because he was feeling a little, off to the side. The guys aren't paying attention to me. It's really weird. It's almost like, I swear it's a gay brunch in the happening. I sit back and I watch it and I go, ooh, girl, I got something to tell you. But it is nice to see all the women really actually getting along and having each other's backs in this. Maybe not so much now after the Rebecca, your man has someone on the outside, so you're just a stopgap here type of.
But you know what? Melissa should actually thank her because she was saying, how come nobody told her about it, like came to her first? But at least Rebecca told you, like she could have just left it alone. You could have went about your merry way and then left the show, and then guess what? You would have found out, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that might have been better though, because then it's not on TV.
But then the other thing is that if it's one of the women were there, mm-hmm. would you want them to say, "Yeah, we knew on the show, but we didn't bother telling you"?
Oh yeah.
Or are they doing it to keep the ratings going? Right.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point, though. That's a really good point about that.
But yeah, I just kind of look at the guys and I'm like, yeah, this is a gay brunch thing, like, why are you sitting over there? Oh, I'm feeling a little left out, so I'm just going to move over and squeeze in here and leave my wife there, and I'm like, oh, Lord.
And she looks uncomfortable with it. What's her name? Booker.
Yeah, they're like, how come you guys are all getting along so well? Like, so I don't know. I don't know if there was maybe something in her past where maybe she was dating somebody and he came out, but I mean, she's always like the super serious one. Mm-hmm. Like her conversations are always, I'm taking it to the next level deep, when sometimes, you just want to keep it light and fluffy and just, just enjoy it. But she seems to be always the serious one, the serious overthinker.
Right. And it's funny because from her intro, I would think she's the more fun one, right? Like she plays instruments and she looks like she has that, like the personality like Brett does, right? Like
Yes.
hipster type of thing. So it's very interesting that she seems more serious. Very interesting.
Well, well, during their interaction, even he said that, not every conversation has to be some type of in-depth analysis or thinker, that type of thing.
Yeah,
So
and
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say. So I'm wondering now. I'm starting to see the couples that was going strong. There's little threads that's coming undone. Little threads. So I'm wondering who's really gonna be left because the ones that I thought was gonna be left look like they're probably gonna leave soon.
It'd be interesting to see if Bryce and them last. I mean, sh- I just want to shake Melissa and say, "Will you just stand up and tell him what you want?"
Yeah, she's so sad. She said she's like, it's like she's scared. No, she said she is actually of his reaction. Like, what
Yeah,
is he gonna do to you?
well, remember he's got a little bit of a temper there going on, right?
That's true, but I mean, you're national TV. What is he? Oh, well, actually, you're not being taped all the time too. So yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, so you don't know what type of temper he has.
And to be fair too, we actually don't even know if he's actually hit her already, because in the beginning they didn't. They were pretty spicy there.
Well, it doesn't even have to be an actual hit. It could just be, let's
Verbal.
say, what? Yeah. Well, even have you ever had, and you can either admit or not, or say it's none of my business, but you ever have a guy just kind of grab you and hold you there?
Yeah. Yes, numerous of times.
Yeah. Well, it's different if he's holding you there because you're going after somebody and he's trying to make you not get into a fight.
Yeah.
And it's different if he's holding you there and having that voice going, you know that's not what I meant, and going
Oh
at
yeah,
you
no,
that way.
that's different. That's different.
Yeah. So I don't know,
Oh,
and I
we're
can't.
boring if we're doing that. No, no, no. That's
Yeah,
just too
yeah.
much.
So we don't know. Yeah, we're not seeing what's going on behind there. But I got a couple of new faves on the guy sites. It's like
Who?
the bisexual, yeah, yeah, yeah. But Johnny and the Viking, woof, 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 woof.
Wait, who's that?
The new couples.
Oh, the one with the that snooty girl.
Oh, if you want to talk about utter elitism, I just wanted to turn around to her and go, really? Have the guys in the suits but done anything for you? Well, I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it.
And so I wanted to say, listen here, you little bitch. Have all these wall, have all these, rich men done it for you? Yeah, you're here on a show because you're alone, and
Exactly.
you can put the H and M in them because that girl is high maintenance. Okay.
Honestly, and I don't even know why she thinks like this is what I'm saying. It's like the people who think they're high maintenance or who act it. How? I look at you and then I look at who you're compared with, and I'm like, you should be lucky you're compared with that person. Like, look at
Well,
him. What's his name? Oh my god.
I
Look
call
at
him the Viking.
okay, we call him the Viking. I loved him. I was like, oh my god, I liked him. I was like, oh, hook me up with him. I'll go with him.
Well, no, but he has two little ones
Yeah,
that he
but
totally adores and takes care of. He
exactly.
was raised in a family of strong women, so he knows that the shit that women will not let him get away with. So what?
Jamie.
So what if he's a driller on an oil rig, and he has? I mean, like she called him out on, oh, did you use soap? And then slanging
Yes.
his
Yeah.
English, and
Okay.
I'm
Why
like,
did she
I'm
say
looking, I'm
that? Because I'm
going,
like, why would you like? That was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed for him because I was like,
oh
why?
yeah,
That was just too
same
much.
here.
Too much. Too
I
much.
was like, I almost wanted to slap her and
Uh,
say, like, you know what? You give women a bad name.
she does, and I don't understand it. It makes no sense. At that point, I honestly can't remember if they stayed or I feel like they stayed.
I think they did because remember this. Well, I'll have to catch up on episode 17. But yeah, I just wanted to shake her and go. The typical guys you go for haven't really committed to you, don't want you, and now I can see why.
You're on the show for a reason to get hooked up properly. Not that
Yeah,
they know what they're doing on the show, but you know,
and and, and I'm kind of worried that if they do it and they do make it, what type of mom she going to be to those girls?
mm, oh god, yeah. Oh
I,
yeah, and Tracy said, yeah, he has dyslexia.
well, yeah, there's thousands of people that have that, but
Didn't she say
she
something?
was,
She said something about that, and I was like, oh. She's just rude. She's just plain
yeah,
rude.
I think it's the same. Her and Bryce should have been together because they both seem to think that they're entitled to something more than what they are. And I almost wanted to be cruel enough to say, you know what? You better check yourself in the mirror and really take a look at what your market really is, because you know what? You're leveling up. Okay, you want me to be like I'm like, some of them just get me so mad. It's like, okay, I'm going to turn on some shade and I'm going to have my umbrella ready. Okay, like you want me to be cruel? You want to be cruel? I can be just as cruel back. But I mean, sometimes with the way they treat them, I'm like,
It's crazy. But honestly, this is why I love MAFS Australia. They have multiple couples that I can choose to love, hate, in between, as opposed to like the one in the US. I'm not even really interested in one couple. I'm tired of that whole series now. But Australia, whew, so spicy.
ooh, Tracy says, but the next day was juicy.
I'm watching that right after this.
I
I'm
have 2 episodes to catch up on. Juicy, you say, Tracy. Juicy, eh?
yeah, I saw a clip of what's happening, and that's why it made me sad for Alana and my boy there. Like, oh, I don't see them making it.
Well, yourself. Every couple goes through ups and downs. It all
Yeah.
depends on what you're going to do. But I think we got a new number one, and that's Johnny. Johnny is not the new number one. The Italian one got the wife left him. He's divorced, and then he's married to the woman who basically married her best friend, but it never worked out romantically, and she finally moved out.
Oh, oh, the new one. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh my god. 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 Love them. Those are the two new ones. Those
Yep,
two. Love. I love the Georgia and Barbie. I mean, Barbie is Georgia. Liam.
Liam.
Georgia and Liam. And then you said his name is John.
I think it's John.
Okay, we're gonna call
I'm
him John.
pretty sure. I'm going to call him Johnny, but I mean,
Oh
I
no, because they were trying to get their names like a cutesy name, and she came up with Jerry, so her name is Carrie, and then I think his name is John or something like that. So they were trying to come up with Jerry. That's like
yeah,
their cutesy name.
but I think I'm glad that they were able. You notice after that romantic dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the ex that was texting her. First of all, I would tell the ex, don't text how it's going. You're the ex.
Yeah.
Say, everything is going. The dogs are okay. I hope everything's going well. But don't
Why
be
are you texting?
engaging. Yeah, don't be. And thing is, he isn't seeing anybody.
Right.
And I'm like,
How do you feel about that though?
you see, in my past, I was
Mhm.
at a party and I met a guy and he was single. We were getting along great, but he was still waiting. He was still living with his ex in a 1 bedroom because he figured he'd be saving money. And I'm like, you know what? We're not going to date. And
Yeah.
he asked me why. I said, okay, let's say we go out, we get into a fight. and we leave, say, okay, let's cool off and talk about it tomorrow. Here you can go home, crawl into bed, your ex is there, tell them that we have a fight, and what?
Exactly.
So for me, I'm like, I'm glad that she moved out to be on her own,
Yeah.
but I am glad that she also was aware enough to notice that the mood changed when he did a little romantic dinner.
Hmm.
And when that was coming up, his whole demeanor and everything changed. And she actually gave him, like 15 minutes to kind of like just calm down. And then she came out and they really discussed it further. That shows that they kind of really are in tune with each other enough to know that, okay, there's something wrong here and we got to clear it up. So I'm rooting for them. Plus, he looks fine without his shirt on, let me tell you.
He does. They're
I'm
really
just
cute
saying.
together.
Oh, God, yeah.
Tracy said she doesn't think the ex was wrong.
Well, okay, Tracy, you and I are going out and my ex is contacting you or contacting me, and we're supposedly married and we're going there, and he's texting me, how's it going? What's happening? Are you okay? This is only the second or third day in. I'd be like, yeah, everything's fine. I'll text you if everything is good. That would put me off a bit, knowing that they still had, been still living together after the divorce. That would bother me too. I would need to be reassured, especially if my wife had left me. Like his wife literally got up and left him.
I think for me, if it was like after the experiment, like after I've had time to meet him, spend that time with him and all of that, and then afterwards I can, like, if they're friends, I'm not opposed to being friends with your exes, that's fine. You can't live with them, that's for sure. But I don't mind that. Like, we can all be friends afterwards. I'm cool like that. But for sure, while I'm in this experiment, I'm quote unquote married. I just want to have that one on one. Please do not be texting your ex.
On your honeymoon.
Yeah, like that was
On
just,
your honeymoon.
he was checking
Like when
on her because she was going to another city with a stranger.
with
But
with a film crew, with on TV,
yeah, I was gonna say, but
with
like,
psychologists there who have picked out people who, it's not like one of us met somebody in New York City or Miami and we said, okay, well, we're going down there and we're packing up our lives.
yeah,
We're taking that break and we're going there, and there's a lot of other people on the floor. Plus, she, to me, comes across as a strong woman
mhm.
that if he was at a line, he'd be over the balcony. Like, if he tried something really, really
Yeah,
underhanded, he'd be over the balcony.
yeah, she's a real.
I think the ex may be a little, because the ex doesn't have anything going on in their lives, his life, and they
Exactly.
don't have kids, right?
Look how
So when
bright.
the only thing they have are the doggies, which are, yes, fur babies, but I'm just like,
I think you should just give her that time though. Like, give her that time while she's in that experiment to see how it goes.
yeah,
Like, you
like,
have the dogs, don't worry about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, I can't say it's like having your kids because I'm sure they're gonna call to find out about your kid while you're
yeah.
in the experiment, right?
Well, yeah, you would definitely do that, especially with kids. But simply sending her a message saying, plus her parents, like, I don't know about you, but if you guys have ever been on a honeymoon, when my friends went on honeymoons, I didn't call them and ask them, "Hey, how are you doing?" You know, so, you usually. So, I see your point. I see your point. I know, yeah, Bryce is a bad example, but but I don't know. It's just having that type of, your ex-husband call you or text you. That would bring me down a bit because it's like your lifeline. Like that's an easy safe space
Yeah.
to go to. But I'm glad that they actually sat down and talked about it. and
Hmm.
she was able to pick it up right then and there that yeah, the mood had changed.
They're mature enough, and like I like how they've progressed so far and where they are now. So I'm excited to see episode 18 because apparently that's the juicy one.
Well, I mean, it was so nice that she did something for him when they went out the next day and they had the nice picnic and it started raining
Yeah.
and they were holding each other. And I was looking at that meat and cheese board and I'm going, mm-mm-mm. Okay, that's fine. You can hold me later, but let's get through, let's chow down and then then we can walk with some wine but I mean,
Okay, so Gina said these people are strangers though. No, you're right. They're strangers, but I think also like it's like if you meet somebody, if I meet somebody and I want to get to know them, I don't want you to be on your phone with somebody else. Like
yeah,
I'm trying to get to know you. Why are you on your phone with somebody else? Like especially somebody you were married to in the past. Like what? And you lived with. That's a
yeah,
problem.
until recently. And
Until recently, probably until she probably packed up and came onto the show. But
and I think the other thing is that he isn't seeing anyone else because she never mentioned that he's going out with anybody else, right?
right.
So we don't know if he's not going out with anybody, and you know your girl is there for you 24/7, and now she's not there for you 24/7. You don't know. He may have a little jealousy going on.
He probably does.
And remember, I told you, men can be just as bad in a different way. Always, sliding into the DMs. Hey, just checking in. How you doing? Just want to let you know I'm sitting over here in the other side of the room, having my beer, looking fine tonight. That whole thing, right? So we'll have to wait and see. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, Tracy. Don't judge me, Georgina.
Oh, well, we shall see. I'm going to wrap up because it is running on almost an hour. Not that it matters because I'm not monetized and what do I care?
Yes, and
But,
have you been promoting? What about promotion?
yeah, but it feels funny just to throw this into people's faces like that.
Well, I
Like
shared your story. Shannon Van shared your story
yeah,
as well.
Shan. There was like several of us within like the collective, I'll call it, that
The
have
collective.
shared it. It's just easier saying it that way. I feel like we just need a name because I tell people all the time. I'm like, yeah, no, there's like a set of us that we go to like different kind of reviews channels and watch, but we don't have a name.
Yeah, but I mean, ooh, we're YouTube reality junkies.
There we go. Is there a page like that? I feel like there's a page called that, Reality Junkies. No?
I think they are.
No.
I don't know. I have to Google it later.
But
But
thank you for coming on though. I appreciate it. That was
well,
nice talking to you about this. Like, listen, I'm obsessed with this show. What are your thoughts on the show?
I'm enjoying it.
Mhm.
So I had to binge a lot to catch up to you. And I mean binge till like 4 in the morning, but I loved it. But I was like, the next day.
Oh my god. Yeah. Maybe I have to.
But I'm finally caught up
Okay.
to 16. So I can't wait to see the next two episodes to see what
Yeah.
Tracy was giving us hints about.
Well, the
So I'm
thing
looking forward to it.
with MAFS Australia is that I feel like they have one every day. There's only 2 days out of the week they don't have one, and it's like hard. It's like you have to be on it like every day, every day, every day, every day. It's
Oh, I
crazy.
know.
It's crazy.
That's true. But
And then they have yeah.
we have to get you a better intro, like live from the 6th. It's Tony. Also, you can reach Tony at 10fit on Twitter, Instagram, and on Tony on YouTube. Come and enjoy, sit back and spill or drink the tea with Tony.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I'll
Yeah.
try and record something and I'll send it to you on Instagram and you can see if you can use it.
Okay. I like it. I
gotta
appreciate
get
it.
Now, you know, you got to get us royalty-free soca music in the background for your intro.
Oh, here's my thing though. What I've realized when it comes to like music, if I play like I'll use Instagram for example. If I play like hip hop or whatever, no problem. If I play soca, it's like they don't even know what soca is. So that's why I'm like, oh, soca's free. Nobody understands it. Understands where it's coming from. So there's no like problems, right? But is YouTube different?
You have to check for royalty-free
Okay.
music and see if any of the songs fall under there. Just so you don't get a strike or you don't have somebody saying, hey, now you owe me a royalty.
Uh,
Yeah. But
so
yeah, that
there's
was the
no
first
point
time.
camel dating outside. I will research that and find out for you, Tracy.
Ooh,
I'll
that
find
would
out.
be nice to know if they actually hooked up. She found out exactly how emotionally unavailable he was and
Mhm.
then left.
I'm gonna do a video, not a live, just another video on the new couples, and then I'll do a little like behind the scenes spoiler stuff if I can find anything.
True. But I think Jake, the hottest one from the first set of couples, has
Mhm.
now come down a couple of pegs. So we got Johnny and the Viking ahead of him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
How?
Well, better bodies, both of them. It came down to bodies.
Oh,
Because they all have handsome faces,
yeah.
but when I seen Jake shirtless and I'm like, I'm a little disappointed. I expected more.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. The Viking is pretty hot. Like
Oh
I told
yeah.
you, I could talk to the Viking. Like he's so
You mean you could climb the Viking?
I could climb
He's
the
tall.
Viking.
He's like what? He's like 6'4".
Ooh, let me climb him. Yes, yes.
Lord.
All day, every day, and he's so nice. Well, that
The
girl is
thing,
crazy.
yeah, I think this is where sometimes I talk to some of my female friends and I go, never underestimate a man that works with his hands. I said because if the ones in suits haven't treated you well, I said, what does that tell you? I said, never underestimate a working man, like or a man. I shouldn't say a working man. Never underestimate a man that works with his hands.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm a little biased. My dad was a construction worker. Okay.
Hey, Chris. Chris is the Viking.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because Tracy said he's hot, and then she says Jamie's frustrating. Rebecca's mom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I haven't seen that one yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't seen that one yet. Is she worse than Rebecca? Just give me that little tea before I go, because I just want to know if Rebecca's mom is worse than Rebecca. Is she evil? Yes.
Oh
Ooh.
Lord. Okay, well, I'm going to get myself an ice cream bar, and I'm going to start on episode 17.
Hey, yes. Okay, I'm about to watch that too. What time is it? Oh god, it's my bedtime. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I'll watch it. I don't care.
You can have a cookie. Have a cookie with your tea, a biscuit.
Oh, my tea's finished. I'm done. I'm literally gonna go watch this and go to bed, or in bed watching this and fall asleep.
Well, that means you have to watch it again while you're awake, so you remember it.
Yes.
So now, always remember when you're finishing this off. When are you coming on next, Tony?
God only knows. Um. Okay,
I
for sure, for
think
sure.
I'm going to have to become a free personal assistant and keep a schedule for her.
You know what? It's because the way I look at this, I was literally just doing this because I wanted to talk to somebody about this show, this series, and every like Jamal and Debbie, they were doing the old ones, and I was like, no, I want to talk about the new ones. So I was like, let me just do it myself, right? So
Mhm.
that's how this got birthed, because I just wanted to talk about the new series. I typically I'm supposed to be doing my live workouts on Sundays, and I'm supposed to be doing like my other like health and wellness like stuff, right?
So when's your
Um,
next health and wellness segment then?
well, that health and wellness segment is supposed to be a live workout.
Hmm.
That is dependent on two things. One is either my location indoors and or the weather on Sunday outside. Because then I could do it
Yeah.
outside, right?
Yes, but but the weather is getting better here, and you know that health and wellness is more than just exercise.
It is.
And you
But
know
my
some of the things you're posting on Instagram look mighty tasty. Just saying.
oh, you want me to
Why not?
cook on live?
Yeah.
How my kitchen set up, I would have to do it somewhere. Like, so my situation is like kind of complicated. I'll explain it in the DM.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
I'm not
When
doing
you-
any pressure here or anything like that. Just, you know.
no. I'm the type person that this is good. This is good because this will like get me to like stick to something, and I even though right now I'm literally in the middle of writing a whole new program, a whole app. The app is already built out. I just have to put it into like a membership. So I'm working on that, and it's a one-man show, and it's like a lot. So right now I have to focus on where my big money is coming in from, which is the membership.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
And just so that you don't think that I'm escaping your influence, I signed up for a virtual 5K run,
oh wait,
and I'm going to be
how
using,
do you do a virtual 5K run?
well, I have a QB.
Uh-huh.
So it's a small under the desk elliptical type machine.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's connected up to a mobile app. And basically you can do your run and you submit that proof that you did the 5K on that race day,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets logged. So I'm working up to doing a 5K run in June. So it gives me just enough time to actually work up to it.
That's good.
So yeah, they have it. Unless they're a sponsor of your channel, I'll tell you in the DMs what it is. But if
Mm-hmm.
they're not sponsoring, I'm not giving them any free
Okay.
adverts. Okay. If they were a sponsor, then that's different.
Yeah. No, I hear you. That's so good to know. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. JC Beer. Beer
No
hugs, but I
problem.
give you a heart.
Bear hugs. Thank you, ladies. Always love chatting with you and getting the other side of the views. And
Yes.
I will see you on your next live.
Yes, I'm gonna be for sure next Monday, for sure. That's a guaranteed Monday, 8 p.m. We're doing this again. I talk about the dinner party and I talk about the commitment ceremony. So those are the two next things that I will talk about live next Monday, 8 p.m. If the time changes, I usually have it on my page updated, or if I can get to my Instagram page, you'll find it out there.
Now, with all the other YouTubers, Monday night is a good night to kind of slide in
Yeah.
because you got a lot of other ones. So I'm going to put you in my YouTube TV guide as Monday nights at 8.
Wait, if you make one, can you please let me know? Because I'm struggling to keep up. Like every time I miss Chance, I'm like, wait, when did Chan even go? And then I'm like, oh, when did this person go? I'm like, what's going on? So if you make
Oh,
one, please let me know.
yeah, it's like they happen so quick, and it's like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like Dear Dana's on too, Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Okay.
So,
I just
and
go in
she's on at 8.
afterwards, and I try and go in and just do like a quick like comment after, or like, or I make sure I do a like, and then I try and do a comment as well. If
Sure,
I'm,
but
yeah.
you should come on live.
I
Come on now.
I miss it. That's the problem. I miss it because I just don't know when it is. So I'm gonna this week. Even if you know, just send me a DM on like
Okay.
people like
I'd be like, where are you? Where are you?
only
Where
just
are you?
only evenings. I'm good because I have to be home. So evenings I'm good. So
Okay,
I'll
cool.
be fine. So come on.
Okay, cool. I will. Anyways, bear hugs. You have fun. I'm off to catch up to where Tracy and Georgina are on
Okay.
episode 17 and 18. And I shall see you later.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Bye.
Ciao.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming to my tea time talk with Tony. And our next live for sure is next Monday, 8 p.m. If anything changes, check my Instagram at 10fit, as you can see over here, down below, right over there. So just check that on Instagram, and you'll see in my stories if anything changes, when I'm going to go live, when my next post for the spoilers and the the new couples. So thanks everybody. Have a great evening. And I believe Nikki is on right now, Nikki Starr. She's on and she's talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bye. See you next week.